It's Monday, people. What up? We here for another episode of the Playcall Sheet. I say we because it's not just me. Let me bring in my mans, who's Max Keller Watt today, because he got some shit for y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, man. Shout out to Watt, man.
Yeah, what's going on, baby? Max Keller Watt in the building. One night only, everybody. This will never happen again. It's a great idea on a Monday night. Playcall Sheet. It's kind of middle season because it's not all season. It is still
right.
But let's get more into that, seasonal scheme, the way the NFL plays it, man. So welcome everybody, not only to a new season, potentially in the making to be one of the greatest seasons ever, but
this is episode 1, right? Of the year.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the Playcall Sheet, episode 1, season
9. Why is our year started July?
I don't know. It was an interesting thing when I first heard about it from the gang. Shout out to Coach and Uncle.
I think I know why. It makes sense actually. Our year starts over in July because we just got through the worst week of sports, where it's the baseball All-Star week, because there is nothing on.
Oh, okay.
And remember that's the last 2 years. That's when we took our break. But see, me and Took, we ain't taking no break this year.
We ain't taking no breaks this year. I don't think we're gonna take
no days off.
There might be some individual days. We're individuals. We're adults. We're humans, just like everybody else. So there might be a day off. Something to do, and we appreciate everybody that does take the time. To have his family. Doing things that you want to do, man. You always gotta take a break from your place of work. So I hope everybody, health-wise, is doing the proper things to stay healthy, keep mental, man. But this is football on Monday. We'll talk about that tomorrow on the chop up. You know what I'm saying? For your needs, they'll be here, so they'll give you all the therapy you need to ride with us in the team.
They will be here with a litany of AI created commercials developed to shit on our program.
Y'all better get familiar, man. Y'all know that.
Yeah, that man does work. It ain't all good, but I'm kidding. Now that man crushes it. Dale, enjoy whatever you're doing today. Coach, get healthy, bro. Jake, back to work, sucker.
Jake's back to his 10. He's back to the 10. He's back to the 10. He's back to the 10, man. But speaking of the 10, we gonna talk in the first couple segments about I don't know what to call them, the color of cheese or the color of mustard. I'm gonna go the color of mustard today, and it's the Green Bay Packers. Couple interesting things have happened over in Green Bay in the last 24 to 48 hours. So we'll get into the non-important part of the story. First one here. Kenny Clark signs a cap-cutting contract extension with the Green Bay Packers. They signed him to a 3-year contract extension that represents the ultimate win-win deal for the team and his longtime standout defensive lineman. 3-year extension is worth $64 million, including $29 million this year. He was entering a 4-year, $70 million extension he signed during training camp in the year 2020. 2027 is when his contract will run under, and he'll still only be 32 years old at that point. The likes of Cam Haywood getting this good money. Aaron Donald was second at $25.4 million. So his cap number is far among active defensive tackles. Clark was number one by a whooping $5 million, due for a $15.5 million base salary and pass restructure. So Green Bay keeps one of their faithful guys on that side of the ball. With the offense that we know has emerged, the defense, was kind of the standstill last year. And they're going to continue to bulk up. I know Green Bay does. They always have – it's kind of a fool's gold type situation, top 10s. Like when you get top 10 defenses during the season, it's kind of like, how long can they sustain that? But Green Bay, for the most part, has kind of been in the middle of the pack in terms of just being aware on the defensive side. So sign this young man to a deal that's friendly for them. Let's see what he does, man. No much.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those situations where you locked up a guy that you believe in, and I think he contributes, man. I think he's gonna be really good. So, but it's something they had to do. But the real problem the real story in Green Bay today.
Oh yeah, and the real story is attention, everybody. We know training camp has opened up.
Yep.
One person that's at camp, but basically saying I want my mommy, is Jordan Love. But for reasons that he should be, you know what I'm saying? He's looking for that money, looking for that green. He feels like he's proven enough after one season of play. And
Wild thoughts.
Why doubtfully so, he did a great job last year with what he had around him and coming into what he had to come to with the saga of, you know, that guy. He's in New York now. We don't got to speak on it. But
thank you for not saying that. I appreciate you.
Willie and myself, along with the others, shout out to the parlay. You basically have some QBs that we kind of know that this money that's coming to them was going to come to them anyhow.
He's on the list. They have to.
In a situation that they kind of have to be in this situation. So in terms of Jordan Love and what he's preaching right now, Matt LaFleur says Love has been participating in meetings with the team up to this point. He was even seen on practice field on Monday in sweats, but appears to be set on having to hold in until his camp contract's demands are met. Adam Schefter also reported earlier in the day as well that his extension in our contract, he can be the highest paid quarterback in NFL history by the end of the week. The way the scale of the QBs is going is kind of like that next person that gets paid ultimately is the richest.
Yeah, everybody who's on rookie deals right now, especially like good quarterbacks on rookie deals, are about to be all the highest paid. So he's going to be the new highest paid probably coming up. Mm-hmm. And the next one at that size is probably Herbert. Unless did they do it already? No, they didn't sign him yet. Herbert. And then the next one we're going to do, I look forward to seeing what the number is going to be for the men in Texas right now. Like, yeah, like CJ's about to get crazy back because he had the best rookie season ever basically already. Unless he hits that infamous sophomore slump next year, which they added Stephon Diggs so that he wouldn't. And what didn't they get Mixon too?
Yep, they added Joe Mixon. So that offense in a sense. Absolutely.
So like, bruh, they just added so much, man.
What's going on with you, Chris? How you doing tonight? Welcome to the show. Listen here, man. We picture this. I mean, he came in. And, they may not call Green Bay the craziest in media areas, but this Green Bay football is real serious. And we always talk about the quarterback tree in Green Bay and how QBs have played after the former QBs left, you know, in the last 4 centuries. And it's kind of been great. And Jordan Love played that role last year. So the telling on the wall says that maybe it can, you know, improve. But Green Bay's in a situation right now where you got to ice him in, man. Like, do you really want to go be searching for the next gem? You don't even have that person in mind, so you might as well stick the wheels with this guy who went through the sacrifices of being on the bench for a man that you wanted, that really just wanted himself, and then you got this guy playing. He went through all the scrutiny, and he was able to get your team to a playoff win. I know the money is a lot, but all QBs are getting paid this money, and the stable QB castle, if you feel like your QB's that guy, you got to pay him. I mean, you got guys like Patrick Mahomes, you know, we're looking at the top guys right now in terms of the money. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence. Those are the guys right now, you know, that's representing the breed of the money tiers. And here, Love, yeah, he may not be better than none of these guys that we just mentioned, but at the same time, what are you going to do, Green Bay? This is what you nursed.
You got to pay him. What are your options?
You nursed him for this long, and you nursed him thinking that he probably was going to be trash. I don't think there was no belief from Green Bay that he was going to be what he was last year. Because, like,
right. You know. I think their belief, they were worried. Like, they were definitely worried. They weren't sure. And I definitely think that they would have preferred to have seen what he was ready to do a year earlier than what they got. Because then you can make because then right now when he's asking for the money, you would have 2 seasons of what you can see. Then you have no problem either paying him or saying we're not paying you in that moment. But when you only get the 1 year, they're in a spot. Like, they don't know what to do. And I don't blame them. But I think we can all make it easier for them. You don't have a choice, Green Bay. Just pay the man and get over it and move forward. Because the other option is you don't pay him. Then you got to hope that he actually is serious about holding out. If you don't pay him, if you're Green Bay, you actually hope that he doesn't show up, because then you can suck enough to pick high again if you really don't believe in him. But if he says, oh, we're not doing this, and then he shows up late and he isn't himself. See, this is the problem that I'm worried about for Love on Love's side, because we all agreed they got to pay him, right? But on Love's side, I worry that if he doesn't show up on time for camp and he comes in there late with that young group of receivers and he doesn't have the year that they expect, he's not going to get the bag. They're going to move on.
Right, exactly. So, and that's the thing, too. You in a risky situation if you're both Pattons were more of the Packers, because, like you said, Love had a great year last year, and basically it's kind of what you've done for me, then to get the money, and then obviously the now comes, but then at that time you already gave him the bread. So it's like now you're missing games. I mean, in our practice, you're not cohesive with these receivers. The season goes, and you're in a division where the Lions gotten better, the Bears have gotten better. They might not be better, but they've gotten better on paper. And then the Minnesota Vikings, you don't know what they're going to be, but they're going to be there. So
Anthony says Jordan Love only had one good year, but here's the problem, Ant. Here's the problem. You can't hold it against him because that's the only year he's played.
It's not his fault that he only.
It's not his fault. Year. Like they made a decision because of Aaron Rodgers to keep him on the bench. They could have seen maybe more than one good season if they put him out there. So the position that they're in is actually their fault, which is even more reason why they're going to have to pay the man, because you don't have enough information to make this deal, and it's your fault you don't have the information.
Right, exactly. The organization's at a standstill. But you've done this. But if you're Green Bay, what like you said,
they've done it twice before.
You've been through this before.
Yes.
Before.
Exactly.
So, you're waiting for the bad apple, but why are you waiting for the bad apple? Wouldn't you want this guy? And I understand money changes a lot of people. But would you just get his bread, have him positive for the preseason, have him roll? Will mentioned the receivers, the backs, the offensive lines, all that. They're comfortable. They're rolling in, coming off. Some success last year. You don't want them to struggle.
All right, Tuke, I'm about to you too, Coach. Hear me out here. I'm about to bring us into a realm that we never really go into. Can we look at this from the other side for a second? Which is, and I know why we always back the player, which we should. And I understand that, because when you talk about it, it is, yes, they're the millionaires, but it's billionaires that we're saying, fuck the billionaires, the owners and shit. So we're always going to ride with the player. That being said, why don't he just play out his contract?
That's another thing too, Will. And
why?
I have not in the last year or two, but I always was kind of leaning towards that, and I think it's more like other sports. But now that you answered that, it should be something where that's in a contract, or that's in a union-based deal or something where you play your contract. So then this issue right here is not an issue, but the reason why I feel like it's not is because the world needs news. The world needs certain things to hit and take. But at the same time, if that's the case, why y'all waiting?
Oh, just play. Here's my other thing. So like I said, we always take the player side, right? So for example, if next year CJ Stroud lights it up again, okay, and then the third year he doesn't even have to light it up. Let's say he just keeps he keeps progressing and gets better on the third year. To begin that fourth year, which is Love is beginning his fourth year right now. To begin that fourth year, if CJ says, "Nah, I ain't playing till you pay me," those are the contracts that we should back. Those are the guys we should be like, yeah, 100%. My man's already played 3 seasons for you at discount level of elite play. Pay the man.
Right.
Love, I know it was the team that kept him out. We just made that point. The team kept him out because of Aaron. But, play out your contract, bro. You played 1 year. You had a good year. I don't know why that tells anybody that you should. The only leverage you have is that they don't want to move on. But, you also haven't really earned to have a contract talk now. So play out your contract.
You really haven't at all. And I agree with that as well.
It's tough.
It's definitely rough. The money is more next year, absolutely. So
Even
it's
that,
kind of a double-edged sword. Why not play your deal? You play the same way you played last year, or just play up to the post, and you're gonna get that money anyway. If you just play up to the post this year, you get that money.
That's the other thing. If he goes out there and lights it up this year, he gonna get paid more than he will if he signs now. He gonna get more. So I don't know, guy. Play the games.
And that's why, Will, and that's the moral of the meeting. And when the conspiracy theories comes out for me, and sometimes you be like, yo, what the hell are you doing? And your mind is kind of got in that mode where you're like, okay, let me break it down from the other side.
Yeah.
And that's what sports is.
Early on in the conspiracy days, I'd be like, all right, too. Like, you're taking this one far, but like, nah, now you're right. Now you move closer to less conspiracies, but the conspiracies you choose are more realistically happening. And I've moved closer to, you know what? A lot of shit is funny in the light. Like, a lot of this shit's funny in the light. So, yeah, we both progress, man. That's how we do it.
I mean, yeah, it's similar, you can see contracts similar to like Jalen Hurts. You can see that way, like the bread's all paid in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe now lapse on the contract. They've done what they've done in the last 2.5 years to kind of, this is the setup right now.
Right.
This is the setup. And as long as the NFL and these guys continue to do things like this, teams are going to be in a bad situation. They fail, and teams may be in a best situation. They nab a player. But definitely from the player standpoint, why isn't it? When you're giving these guys millions and millions of dollars anywhere up top, why they're not playing these contracts in full?
Yeah.
They already get security already. So you're reading them up with more security.
If I'm Love, don't get me wrong. I know it's very easy to say that from the position of not making millions of dollars. But if I'm Love, I look at it like this. Yes, I showed up, I worked hard, I studied for the first 2 seasons where I didn't play any games. I did what I was supposed to do as a pro. But also, I'm about to go make like $100 million plus, $200 million plus. Maybe I should just play this out because I kind of got paid just to work out for the last 2 years. All I was doing was working out and studying. That's what I got paid for. You got paid more than most people get paid to work out and study. So you got bread, bro. You good. You gonna make the money. The only thing I know to worry is if I play this year on the rookie deal, I get hurt, then what? But they're gonna sign you anyway. Look, motherfucker Kirk Cousins, that's not even the franchise that drafted him. He didn't even get drafted 2 franchises ago by that team. And they just gave him in $200+ million with an Achilles that they didn't know was going to hold up.
Right. So
you'll get your money, Love. You'll get your money.
You're going to definitely get your cash, man. But
it's rough, though. It's a rough situation because you want to take the side of the player, like we said. But also, just play the fucking games, bro. Like,
right. Jordan's kind of like, he's counting the years that he's been on the bench, but you can't count those years on the bench because it hasn't had no green jersey stains, grass stains, oil stains, whatever type of stains you get on the football field. I don't know. I don't play professional football. But it's whatever you call it. But right. If you feel like you want your money now, go at it. And we'll see you on Friday because I don't think Green Bay is going to stingle on this any much longer than they need to. I think 5 to 7 days we'll see something in terms of money flow and what he's getting. Shout out to the Green Bay Packers. Hopefully your season simulates last year, more success.
I call it bluff. If I'm Green Bay, I call it bluff. Put the cards on the table. Let's see what you're doing.
We'll look at the backups real quick. We got you, Ed.
Who's the backup? That's a good point, Ed. I hadn't seen Ed's comment, so when I said what I said, I was like, and then right after you were like, let's see who the backup is, like as if there was no chance he would play.
Oh my God, Lord.
Not good. It's not good, bro.
Right now, currently, if I'm looking at this, and this is correct, they have a backup behind Jordan Love, of course, and it's Sean Clifford, 2-year experience, quarterback with the Penn State. Yeah. So, yeah, give him his money right now as we're speaking.
Pay that man.
Pay that man right now.
Otherwise, the guy who's going to play quarterback for you can also ride the John Deere to clear the snow off the field. That's what his job is. There's no way.
It'll be a perfect way to get y'all into that top 5 next year, definitely.
If you want Shedeur Sanders in your franchise, because you know that's going to be a nightmare. If you're Green Bay and Shedor's your quarterback, even if he's good, just the whole. Shador is one of them players who overly knows his worth because his father made sure of it.
Shout out to Daryl. Daryl in the building. Of course,
skip, trip, double dip, and backhanded a bad broad with a gorilla grip with Angel reshape and gorilla's lips. Landed into the chat. Bars.
He was drafted by Green Bay. Hey, so Green Bay, maybe Green Bay says we can go with this guy. Maybe Green Bay said, hey, if we ain't going to sign Jordan, we're going to suck with this guy and go top 5 next year. But Green Bay can't do that. After what you gave the Skins last year, Green Bay can't even do that, man.
You got to pay him, but I'll make him sweat, though.
What's going on with you, Bobby?
Bobby. Oh, look at Bobby showing up without Coach being here.
My man.
Supporting the team.
Rolling in, man. Playcall Sheet, off-season, on-season, middle-season edition, we calling it here. As teams, rookies have started camp. People have gone into camp, you know. It's all in here, man. They have some gusto, man. They're here.
Said the audacity.
We have news out of Miami.
Okay. What's this about?
Harold Barrett, who recently signed with the Dolphins 4 months ago. He's calling it a career. He announced on social media Saturday that he's retiring at the NFL after 9 seasons at the age of 31. And quote, "It's time for me to hang it up. It's been a great ride. I appreciate everything that came with it over the years. I'm ready to shift my full focus to my wife and kids. To some, it would be surprised, but I've been thinking about this for a while, and the decision has never been more clear than it is now." The Dolphins made the move official on Monday, placing him on the reserve retired list. Undrafted out of Colorado State in 2014, Barrett retired as an accomplished underdog career, which began with the Denver Broncos, later with the Buccaneers, leading the NFL with 19.5 sacks and 6 career forced fumbles. In the 2019 breakout, Barrett won a second Lombardi Trophy with Tampa Bay the following year and retires with 59 career sacks. So he was able to win 2 Bowls with the Broncos and the Buccaneers. So shout out to him, man. Potential targets they're speaking on for the Miami Dolphins includes Matt Judon from the New England Patriots, Yannick Ngakoue from Chicago, Carl Lawson, defensive end from the Jets, and those are 3 little peekers so far, potentially that they can go try to go fill their holes with. But Miami, maybe it was just disrespectful to go play for the team across, on the other side of the state. Or, like you said, man, it's this time to hang it up, man. And like I said, he signed the deal 4 months ago. So I don't think it had nothing to do with the organization. I mean, some people may say it is. You see those people. But little tough break, I guess, for the Dolphins because they probably was banking on him to really be a pivotal part of the team at 31. You know what I'm saying? Still got some juice left, you know, and just said, hey, I'm done with it.
Miami news: Tyreek Hill and Nick Cannon are aiming for the Guinness World Record for most kids in a 6-year span. Yeah. Somewhere Antonio Cromartie's like, okay.
Yeah. Hold on, I did it first.
right.
I did it first, man. Hey, those guys right there, man.
Building armies.
It's good. It's good having money like they got. Listen here. You heard what he said? Nick Cannon said, "Love don't cost a thing." Well, money don't cost a thing either to him. Listen. It's crazy, but
they're gonna send some Canadian players into the world.
Going from Miami, man. Miami, definitely one of their Achilles' heels is on defense. They signed someone who they thought they can use, and now he's gone. They got to reroute themselves. Kind of like it smells like Miami. That's just that Miami stuff that goes down.
Yeah. Nick
and Hill building the football team.
Yep.
They are. They're building something. They got to build something at this point.
Well, yeah. Hill and Cromartie building football teams. Nick's just trying to bolster the cast of Wildin' Out.
Listen here, man. First portion of the top of the STWF Playcall Sheet is Lamar Jackson sent home from practice.
Man got a boo-boo.
For pretty bad illness. Lamar, stay home. Get well. They're saying a very bad illness. Is it COVID? You know, is it just coming in, coughing? Whatever it is, Lamar, you better be healthy for this season. this season here, be healthy, be well, be good. And they're expecting a lot out of you this year as they do every year.
Right, but this is also the year that he should be able to keep himself the most healthy because he can turn around like 400 times and give it to one of the greatest running backs of all time. So, yeah, Lamar got SARS because he can't taste no food. Practicing in the rain is yeah, definitely not.
Well, I seen that coach is writing a report, and I'm getting some information on it. Lamar Jackson, because this is news. I know he's sick, but I know he's going to overcome that. Hopefully he does.
Right.
Lamar disputes Troy Aikman's trademark bid for number 8.
Oh, yeah.
He's challenging Football Hall of Fame quarterback Troy Aikman's use of their shared number 8 in a U.S. Patent and Trademark Office complaint. Jackson, who has applied for several trademarks using the number in various phrases, says Aikman attempt to use 8 on apparel and bags would be likely to cause confusion or cause mistake or to deceive purchasing public. Now I understand all that. But y'all two different people. And people know that. People know who Troy Aikman is. People know who Lamar Jackson is. So I understand this. And it's similar to me, like the Rockefeller Diamond Dallas Page thing, where Diamond Dallas Page, he had the rights to the ring, the Rock, Rock familiar. And at the end of the day, y'all two different people. The world love y'all. The world gonna show love to both. You know what I'm saying? The love gonna show love to Troy Aikman. They gonna show love to Lamar, man. So at the same time, Lamar, man, come on, man. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. You don't need to be in those situations like this going into the season like this. What Will said, they improved their offense with a running back now. A running back. Yeah. Not 4 to make 1. You got 1 to possibly make 1.
Yeah. You don't have to committee with 4 backs who were always hurt and then a quarterback who can run. Yeah, you could just turn around and give it to the one guy, and you got other receivers who Flowers is going to be better this year. Flowers is going to be better. The team's going to be good. Yeah, but you can't be getting hurt this early. Stay healthy, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. I'm a Cowboys fan, man. I hope you lose that lawsuit, Detroit. And that's only because I'm a Cowboys fan. Other than that, if I wasn't, well, you get a good win.
I was gonna be like, come on, but then I realized, like, if somebody tried to come at like Brady for that 12, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. So yeah, I'm with you.
It's wild. Practicing in the rain ain't smart. Hey, man. Hey, if you get paid the way you get paid, working in any weather and practicing is a requirement. Doing that contract. You got. Now I don't know what M's look like on a paycheck, but he does.
Hey, I know it's more than 1 comma, so just play the games, bro.
Let's go say they try to get Lamar to go. Hey, Lamar is in for it this year, man. We talked about a couple of QBs throughout this show so far, and Lamar's on the top of these QB lists. So what he's not done in the past. This year, everybody's going to build up on him.
And which Troy Aikman is the Caucasian Jay-Z? Yeah, it's a fact. We all know that. It's not even funny anymore. Just a fact. Have you seen the comparison? Have you seen the face comparison? It's crazy. Coach said he's trying to make Lamar to go. Look, Harbaugh, that family is good for that. But it's an uphill climb to make a running quarterback to go. They're going to have to, I don't know, Ghost don't throw in the triple covers to a backup tight end. That's all I'm saying. It was rough.
Yes, sir, man.
What we got next before I keep going on this bullshit?
We got next in the world of football. Hey, everybody, if you're here and you're new, or if you switch teams, let us know your teams. We know people who's in here and what their teams represent. I think Daryl's on the fences between the Chiefs and the Patriots, but he'll give us the answer in the chat. Hopefully, don't come get me, D. But this is interesting here. This is where the show gets a little spicy and funny at the same time. So certain teams, they may go to different areas for training camp. May travel different places. Some people stay home, breathe.
They usually go somewhere warm if they're in a cold place.
But for this team that practices in a warm place, they decide to go to, I guess a warmer place, and it has no benefits in it because we're gonna read here. The Las Vegas Raiders have decided to hit the road for training camp this year.
Of course, it's the Raiders. Hold on.
They decided to hit, in California, home of the Los Angeles Rams, home of the Los Angeles Chargers.
Are they homesick?
but they have popularity in LA. You know, we obviously know what the Raiders came with, you know, before they ended up in Vegas.
They practiced that Bishop Sycamore. That was hot today, huh?
But there's a strange NFL rule that will have fans not able to attend any of the camp practices due to this rule.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense because you're still in fans from the other LA teams practicing.
Yes. So not only are fans banned, according to a league policy, the Raiders' decision to hold training camp near LA means they're essentially infringing on the home territory of both the Rams and the Chargers. Because of that, they'll be facing new restrictions. Not only fans mostly banned, but the team isn't even allowed to advertise that they're going to be in Los Angeles for their camp. Also, the Raiders aren't allowed to invite any local media from the LA area. The team will invite a few season ticket holders and several VIPs to attend practice during their 18-day stay, but pretty much everyone else is going to be shut out.
That's hilarious.
Wow.
And how's going to LA from Vegas? A change is still hot. So I think in situations when I mentioned the weather, that's just for the warm team. I know the Patriots will go somewhere warm because you can practice now up here. It's warm up here now, but like some teams but I think the real reason that teams go to different spots is to get their players out of where they live. So if you're on the Raiders, you probably live in Vegas right now, correct? You want to get the players out of a situation where they can go home every night. You want them somewhere where they stay with the team, like a trip, something like that, because you want guys to stay together. This is the time where you're building and meshing and building all the chemistry. So, yeah, I can see why they would go. Plus, you go back to L.A. When you run, they didn't think that they were going to get shut down. But when you run these practices, you'll have a lot of fans, probably more than you have in Vegas because you haven't been there long enough. And there's plenty of other things to do in Vegas that don't involve football.
Now, they're in Costa Mesa, which is 40 miles from downtown Los Angeles. The Rams and the Chargers could have given the Raiders permission to promote their trip to LA, but the two teams blocked that from happening. I guess they should, man. So interesting there. And as we backtrack, the Raiders spent 13 seasons in Los Angeles, so of course they're extremely popular. They'll get people jumping fences for their practices. Trust me.
Fair enough, Ed. They won't stay home, but they just won't be together. They won't be together doing it. It won't be team building. You're right, though. They probably won't be home.
So basically, the Raiders fans will have to wait until early August when the Raiders do come back for that portion of camp for their fans to embrace and enjoy training camp at its finest. If anybody is a New England person, New England Patriots fan, go up to Gillette. They're having their training camps. I know they have them. I don't know what days, but go up there, man, daily. You can go up there and catch some good training camp practice.
This made me wonder how much the league or the venues or the teams make off of just training camp practices. I want to know what the gate is because obviously it's something enough that they were mad that you're infringing on two other teams' land. So you obviously make enough.
I don't honestly keep it real with you. I used to go to training camps for the Patriots back in the day. I don't know if there was a price tag on it. Obviously, there probably is. But just the thrill of it, and we speak on it in a way media rights and all these contracts are being breached now, where ticket sales are going through the roof, and people can't physically go. Especially, a lot of these
to
kids
a real game,
are middle class people that can't go to a football game. So this is their time now to go to a practice and just go experience, just go see your favorite football player possibly.
That's not
like Jordan Love, but
that's a great right. That's a great point too. You gave me the dad perspective that I wasn't considering. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is
so. To me, training camp is crucial. Like, and in the Vegas Raiders doing Vegas Raider things. Taking it away from the children. They thought about themselves. You should have thought about the children.
I feel like the Raiders have bought way too far into their villain role that they cultivated.
I think you're mistaken. Be real with you. I think it is free. Like I said, I don't think there's a price tag on it. But like I said, I've been given invites to it, so I don't know.
So the funny thing is, even if it is free, even if the ticket to go is free, the concessions aren't. So you still make the money from beer and shit like that. So yeah, I understand why they don't want people infringing, but also Vegas, like Raiders, what are y'all doing, man? Why y'all just Raiders take every opportunity they can to be themselves, and I think they should stop.
Daryl said they charge $10 to $50 for access in Kansas City. Well, I can see that.
Well, y'all champions 2 times over now, so 3 times over now.
Their training camp was live the other day. You seen Patty throw that?
That fees for parking? Yeah, that makes it. Well, yeah. So that type of fee doesn't. So that tells me that these games are probably free. The parking thing makes sense because I know how Arrowhead and Kauffman are set up and how they're away from everything. So Arrowhead Stadium and Kauffman Stadium, they're out in the middle of nowhere, kind of. Like you got to drive some miles before you even get to it. Whereas we don't got that other than New England Patriots. I mean, because they're out there. But other than that, all our teams are in the city. So that makes sense. You kind of got to drive out there. It's a nightmare getting out of that parking lot too. Daryl will tell you, getting out of that Kauffman Arrowhead parking lot, you might as well leave early.
Yes, sir, man. We here, man. Will, you want to take a quick break?
Yeah, we can break it up. We can break it up.
Back in, man. We'll be back.
What should we sell?
Oh, what's in here? Thirsty?
Yeah, I might be thirsty. I'm gonna sell the first one I run into because I'm tired of looking for shit in this list. So whatever commercial pops up first is what we're gonna run. All right. Of course, it was the classic. Hey, yo, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Hey, Bobby, I don't appreciate you stealing my joke before I get a chance to make it. Damn it, Bobby. But yes, you motherfuckers should be paying people to come to your practices.
Absolutely, man. Playcall Sheet offseason edition. We are here. Hey, just to show y'all some love for a second for the people that's in here.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Hold up. I read the end of his comment. They are in California this year. Why can't they get away with it?
Hold up. That's what I'm thinking. No.
Bullshit.
I think it has to do more with the Raiders being who they were and being in LA for all that time.
It's because they literally taking fans from the LA team. It's not
fans from the LA area.
The Saints go, you're not stealing other fans. Nobody even likes y'all. So I understand like they're not stealing anything. But that makes more sense. You're right.
Yes, sir. So we gonna go through.
Exactly.
We gonna go through the world right now. Shout out to Daryl in the building. Shout out to Ann in the building. Shout out to Bobby Mel. Shout out to everybody's been in the building tonight. We're gonna start with one Saint news headline real quick. Then we're gonna go Redskins. I'm gonna click Redskins and see if we can find something over there. Just for the viewers that's watching tonight. Shout out to y'all, man. Right. We appreciate y'all. And
hey, you know, if y'all here, we'll cover your team. We appreciate you being here.
So the New Orleans Saints will sign a former Birmingham Stallion guy of the UFL. They will sign Kevin Austin Jr., as reported by the NFL insider Adam Schefter. He's set to ink a 1-year deal and should join the Canton training camp in their battle of wide receivers.
Was it Kevin or Calvin?
Kevin Austin Jr.
I thought his name was Calvin Austin Jr. Damn, I was wrong. All right, he's a little speedy guy. So
3 years at Notre Dame. Through 2021, over that span, 54 receptions, 996 yards, 7 touchdowns. His best season was in 2021. He caught 48 passes for 888 yards and 7.
Wait, where was he?
He went to Notre Dame. He signed with Jacksonville as an undrafted rookie in 2020.
Oh, okay. That's not the same Watson I thought it was, but he's all right. Well, hopefully that pans out for them.
He got released before the start of last season. Now he's looking to rebrand his career with the Saints. They may need you, sir. They may need you.
Maybe they're top heavy. They got 2 really good wideouts, and then after that, it's a little bit of a drop off in terms of talent. But they could use that. I mean, it's not gonna matter. Carr's still throwing the ball, but
So got here, man. We have Commanders news, but it's not in terms of news. It's in terms of a question. And
don't we always?
Should the Commanders? Because we heard out of New England last week that there was some mixing dealings.
I don't want to have this convo because it might mean we're not getting them.
Question to Anthony: do you think the Commanders end up trading for Brandon Aiyuk before this season starts? If
So
you can give me an answer, give me an answer.
before he can answer, I'll answer from my end. I don't think they can do this because of what we know. We know that whoever gets him, he's going to want to sign with, right? That's the point. He wants a new deal. That's the whole reason we're doing this. So whoever gets him is going to have to be ready to sign him, or be ready to trade away assets for a rental who may be disgruntled. So with that being said, didn't they just pay Terry?
They just paid Terry.
They can't pay two. I mean, I know that they have a quarterback on a rookie deal. I just don't know if they can put that much money in the receiver room. It's a lot of money in the receiver room.
Which more likely is going to end up probably being New England that's going to roll the dice.
Because we don't have any of that real deep money in the receiver room yet. We have like two $33 million deals, I think. We need them. We need Aiyuk. Steelers and Commanders were mentioned. Yeah, Steelers definitely. He'd be great on the Steelers. But also
discount though, Bobby. The Saints extended Rashid. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good. Because he's their second best wideout. Like he could honestly make a charge for to be their number one. But Olave is really good, so we probably won't get that. Good shit though. What did do we know, Bobby? Do you know what the deal was for Shaheed? Because that seemed like a guy who he came on late, so you might have got a discount or a good deal.
You know, they got a discount. I think I was reading that this weekend. I think it's a discount.
Yeah, Ryan Clark, he campaigns for anybody to go to Steelers, obviously, but that was definitely one.
$5.2 million. He will be with the team through the 2025 season. He signed a 1-year contract extension on Saturday. $5.2 million.
Oh, so that's it's literally an extension to give him. It's a show me deal. It's an extension, and if he balls, he'll get paid. I mean, that works. That makes sense.
Definitely. So, hey, man, I covered. Daryl, you're a Patriot, man. I could give you. As a matter of fact, I'll do that, man. I'll put some Patriot news, man, in here, man.
That's sad though. Yeah, y'all see my co-host. My co-host needed his homie from the hood before he covered the Patriot. I'm right here.
I know. I didn't want to cover.
I'm right here.
I'm in the double edge. If Dale was here, we don't cover the Patriots. I don't think you'll be mad if we didn't cover the Patriots tonight. But if we don't cover the Patriots and Dale was here, man, I think he'll be very disappointed.
That's fair. And also, I wouldn't have just randomly covered the Cowboys either unless somebody was.
But honestly, it's just kind of.
There's no news. That's the only problem. There's no news.
Oh, they're going to go get Aiyuk. That's
the news. It's the same story.
Aiyuk is trending right now.
Yeah. His Twitter's rocking right now. Everybody probably calling him, yo, come here, come chill here, come here. So I'm interested. What if the Texans got him just on some crazy shit, just forced it? I don't know, y'all ain't got the money, but I would like the Cowboys to go get him. I think that'd be fun for y'all.
That's dope, man.
Hell yeah, like Dak would have. Also, that would just help CD. It would help CD so much to have.
Bro, I mean, we obviously don't have that type of money for him, but that's the type of guy that I would be happy to have. Like, seeing his little successes in San Fran, that can be big in his turn. But at the same time, I think this man does not survive the offseason workouts in San Fran. I think.
You think he'll be moved? Because the Niners are basically saying, "Fuck, we're not trading you." But I think they have to say that to keep the value up. Because if you tell people, okay, we'll trade you, we'll look for the trade, then everybody's like, no, we'll just wait until you can't get the deal you want and we'll get a better deal for us.
We have some news. College football season also is coming out. But there's some news at the SEC, and it involves. This is a shit on Louisiana show tonight.
Let's go.
Shit on Louisiana, but this story right here is crazy, man. So we won't get too crazy in terms of really not talking crap about the overall FEMA days, but this situation is wild. LSU starting defensive back Javian Treviano was arrested for video voyeurism. Treviano turned himself in.
You said voyeurism?
Yep.
Yeah, he's peeping Tommen. He's recording shit.
He turned himself into the sheriff's office for one count of video voyeurism, and he secretly recorded sexual intercourse with a clock camera. He has been suspended from all team activities.
He got caught having sex with who?
He basically is peeping Tom or people doing shit. I don't think
recording.
I don't think he was having intercourse.
Yeah, he's a wild boy. That's weird.
Oh no. He's accused of recording himself having sex with a woman without her consent, according to the arrest warrant. The woman told detectives she found videos of the two on his iPad that were recorded through a clock with a built-in camera placed near the bed.
He's creepy. That motherfucker
having sex in the past without her consent, and she told him she did not want to be recorded. Trevino, in an interview with detective, admitted using a hidden camera to record the sexual encounters. Bond information was not immediately available. It is unknown if Toronto has an attorney who can speak on his behalf.
He went full P. Diddler.
Yeah, fucking college dude.
Creepy.
Look at his attitude. You can just
just put him on the cam. They're dying for it. Make it a show. Say you give him some beads or some shit like it's He's tripping, bro.
All the girls want is their nails done at the end of the day and the feet done.
Bro, they just want a fucking athlete, dog. Like at college, there's no more
athlete. I didn't want to mention that because that's the cream of the crop.
Athlete. He's a college athlete. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
You know, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen here, man. LSU, Dale, what's your team doing? What's your team doing? Bobby. Damn it,
Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Yo, is there not enough pussy going around on the LSU camp happening?
Once Angel Reese left, all the pussy left.
It was like, nah, we really can't see that no more. The bitches is gone.
Unless you want to listen to Flaude rap, that's my girl though.
Bars. She barred it down. It down.
But that situation is wild, man. The SEC pounded with teams this year. Star defensive back. I mean that's gonna hurt at times for this team, man. But the team had to do what they had to do. You can't have this man in the media. You can't have him on the field. You don't want to deal with that distraction. Pulled his ass off the team. I don't know if he's ever going to come back there, but I know one thing.
You want to know why he won't come back?
This team soon.
Yeah, he will. But you know why they definitely don't even care if he comes back? Because I hate to admit this shit because it's nonsense, but that is DBU. They'll be fine. They print DBs in that program. So
right. Oh my God! Listen here, man. I told y'all, man.
That's crazy. The one man's a voyeur. Like that's a whole Pornhub category. He needs to chill.
And actually, crazy. Shout out to the man Dale for that topic, man. Shout out to him for that topic.
Dale doing work even when he's not here. It's funny. It's funny. He gave us the story shitting on LSU when he knew he wouldn't be here to have to put up with it. Imagine that. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
He ducking. Dale, you ducking. You gave us the story and then ran.
Yo, question, Will. I know it's backtracking a bit. But shouldn't the Packers have paid Devontae Adams?
It's hard to say yes when you consider all the receivers that are on that team right now that we talked about and like. But it's also crazy to say no. Of course you should sign that man. That's a great player. And imagine, I'll tell you this though, if it would have cost them a lot of money for two reasons. One, it would have cost them money, obviously, signing him, right? He's one of the best receivers in the league, if not the best. But then also, it would have costed them because right now, the conversation they're having right now about paying Love, they'd have had to do it right now if they had paid because Adams would have made that year last year even better for Love. He would have looked even better, and then he could come to the table like, yeah, it's 1 year, but it's my only year I played, and the numbers are crazy. And they didn't have to pay him. So, yeah, they probably saved themselves some money in two ways by not signing him.
Devontae spoke about his tenure in Green Bay and how it ended on Keyshawn Johnson's podcast. And he mentioned that Green Bay had money. Basically, he wanted a deal. Green Bay wasn't really the bite. Green Bay bit, and it was about $18 million. He clicked the phone. That's, he said he just felt like the market at that time was people were getting more money than that. They wasn't paying attention to that.
No, he's right about that. He's right about that.
That's what Green Bay do. And people gotta realize though, and I say this sometimes, and I say it all the time, and it's kind of meaningful in certain organizations.
Yeah.
Current organizations ain't going to change. Like, you've seen the number of our receivers that ran through Green Bay. The receivers that go on FS1 and talk about how they were neglected by the team and Aaron Rodgers and all that.
And none of them first round picks. All of them played higher level than or a level of first round picks, pretty much. Like, back to Greg Jennings, Jordy Nelson. Like, this is how they've always moved. James Jones, they've always moved this way. So it's just like whenever we have this conversation about teams that ain't gonna budge, what's the first thing we always think of? The Bengals. When they say they're not gonna make a deal, they're not gonna make a deal. That's it. So I think Love is trying to challenge a franchise that is routinely proven to us that they're not gonna bite when you try to force their hand. So
absolutely. And speaking of Bengals, man, a team that don't bite, Mike Brown, owner of the Bengals, admitted, and of course the Bengals admit every time. They admit that the team is unlikely to extend Jamar Chase this season. We know they're going to extend him at some point. Let the market grow and give this man what he deserves.
That's risky business, but I think they're safe because even though I know he wants to get paid, they all do, and they should. I think they're going to gamble on him wanting to stay with Joe Burrow, and I think that it's a dangerous gamble, but I think it could work. I think he knows the best bet for him. Yeah, he can get a whole bag, but they're going to still pay him, and he can stay with his quarterback. I would be trying to do that if I was Chase. Try to stay.
4th year of his deal this year, $30 million contract with the Bengals, including $19 million signing bonus. So he's in the 4th year of his $30 million contract deal. That included $19 million signing bonus.
Which really means that was a 4-year, in terms of the yearage, it's 4 years, $11 million, because 19 of it was up front.
Right.
So that means you're really playing 4 years, $11 million. You split that up, that's under 3. So
yeah, definitely.
So, and he's been the number 2 at worst receiver in the league the entire time.
And
maybe 3 at worst.
And they picked up the 5th year option on him, worth $21.8 million fully guaranteed for the 2 years.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's the news on Bengals. And the Seahawks are at camp and they're trying out players. They tried out 4 players recently. They tried out Adrian Martinez, quarterback, wide receiver Devin Carter, wide receiver Jesse Matthews, and offensive tackle Jalen Sardell.
What's the plan, Seattle?
So Seattle's plans right now to juice their team. I'm figuring. I don't know what type of team Seattle's going to come in with.
With guys that none of us have heard of. Okay.
I mean, so right now at this point in the season, people are getting invites to training camps. Yeah. Getting time to practice, maybe getting their feet wet a little bit. May not make the team, but overall, it's a great experience for all these individuals getting a chance to put on the uniform, keep some merch. As I always say, hey, if you're not going to resume your career, always wear the merch.
Get the merch. Yeah.
I wear merch in sports teams because one day somebody might come to me or Will and say, hey, you play for them? I don't know. But keep the merch. That's the reason why you keep the merch.
Who knows what opportunities could arise from wearing the merch? We used to get shit from like New Balance and stuff when we were playing with Westinghouse and stuff. Yeah, we got stuff.
You gotta keep the merch, man. I tell everybody, man, keep the merch cool as you can. And Trayvon Diggs, Dallas Cowboy, expected to start camp on the PUP list.
We almost made it through a football day without a Cowboy story.
Yes, almost. We did almost make it a day. And there's the fact that Dallas media day was supposed to be happening earlier in the week. It has been pushed back to Saturday, pending Jerry Jones's case. So Dallas is starting the season off in typical Dallas fashion. It's real cloudy in Dallas this year, as I've mentioned, after their devastating loss to the 100%. Green Bay Packers in January. It's very cloudy right now, Dallas. Let's see what y'all can give me in September. I'm always going to be a fan regardless.
I actually think y'all going to have a good year because I think you're coming under the radar this year. I think you've been written off again by the league. I think the league is like, oh, wait, they were looking like they had a chance and they just cowboyed it.
And I spent 10 more seconds on it, man. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, a team like us that's ended up just being good on offense and somewhat on defense, the stride of all those years, and last year was a fucking blow, man. It was a fucking
it's a rough year. It's a rough ending to the year, too.
Real talk.
Rough
So
ending.
that's all. Merchandise, get it from the club, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your merch, man. We have here. Interesting here. Hearing this is the first season college football will allow radios in the helmet.
Oh, this story
also allows radios in the helmets. So
I don't like it.
With this, huh?
I don't like it. I'm going full toque. I don't like it. I don't want this change. First of all, one of my favorite things about college football is those absurd play call cards they hold up on the sidelines with like Elvis's face and fucking three other random things that you have no idea what this means, and you're not supposed to know. And then trying to figure out, all right, they put those cards up and they ran this play and trying to figure it out. That's one of my favorite things about college football. And it's going to be gone now. Hopefully the broke teams won't be able to make this change.
I think honestly the broke teams won't be able to. I think this will probably be on on SEC networks and all that stuff. I don't think the broke teams will be able to get this this luxury. Not right now.
Unless the NCAA just gives it to everybody.
Yes, I don't like it either.
They don't give shit away often. So
it takes a suspense out of college football, man.
It does. I like the cards. I like the fact that he can look over there and he's looking at the cards, but behind the cards are the fans going nuts, trying to distract it. Yeah, it's a whole vibe with the cards and the play calling in the game now. I don't want that to change. But look, if it has to change, cool. The one thing, the positive that I take away from this too is that it readies the players up for how it's going to be when they get to the league.
And a couple questions about this is do you think there'll be a ton of overcoaching in terms of the coaches?
Of course there will. Of course there will. They're not adults yet. Yeah, they're not adults yet. And now you know how it goes. Whenever they have the guy up in the booth with a headset on, they always want to show him when the play works or show him when the play doesn't work, and they're flipping out up there. So it's more airtime for people who don't need to be on the fucking camera. We don't need this, but I think it'll be fun still. Get them ready.
Do coaches from the NFL who are currently coaching in college football have an advantage over others that may not be used to this?
Yeah, but I don't know how much that advantage.
I don't know how much that advantage is. At the end of the day, it's all gonna concur if your team can perfect that play.
Having that advantage isn't gonna really move the needle. Now I could say, if we see a national championship game and one of those coaches is way used to it because he's in the NFL, or the other guy has never coached in the NFL or with any kind of headsets, maybe in that one game it could be a thing, but I just don't think it's something that could I don't think we're going to get to the college playoff next year and 6 of the 8 teams or 6 of the 12 teams are going to be NFL coaches, and they got there because it was easier for them to adapt to I don't think it's going to happen like that. So it won't be a big deal. Somebody might have an advantage, but that's kind of what the game's about.
Absolutely. Definitely what the game's about, man. College football, man. Heating up, man. Football season is amongst us, man.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Go get your helmets, man. Hey.
My Madden's already paid for. NCAA been playing it last couple of days.
NCAA, man, is definitely, it's a good time to be alive here, man.
Yeah.
College football is going to be lit.
Yeah, it is. It's
that first Saturday.
Some great stories out there. Whatever happens with Colorado this year is a story.
Don't work on Saturday. This first Saturday in football.
I know. I think I'm gonna have to too. Son of a bitch. When is the first Saturday of college football?
That's good. Yeah. First Saturday college football. We got. Yeah.
Let's go to get a man with the answers.
College football. First Saturday college football starts August 24th, first Saturday with some mini games. But the big Saturday will be August 31st. But actually, some good slate of games on August 29th too, man. So officially, college football comes back August 24th, man. Okay. And the game be interested in that day. It's an ACC matchup early in the season, man. FSU versus Georgia Tech.
Ooh.
Also, you got SMU going to Nevada. Will she be interesting?
I actually like. I want to see that game more than the first one.
Yeah,
yeah. Because SMU's on a rise, coming back now slowly, and I like to see that they got the death penalty. That was tough.
So yeah, man. So like I said, man, rep your college team, man. Get it in, baby. And then, if anybody has any college football news, they will love the group to share. Speak on, or you want to post it in the group. Go along, man. Football is acceptable to overpost now, because it's that time of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm correct, this is the first year of the 12-team playoff, correct?
Yes, first. Oh, yeah, the 12-team playoff. Listen here. And we'll get through that throughout this season here. Next week on the show, we'll go division, who we think will fare, win the division. We'll do things like that. I told Coach we was going to start this week, but I said, Coach got to be here for that type of chemistry, baby. So,
But I had some good news for you.
What up?
I looked over the roster and looked over who they brought back and who they got going. BC might make a little run this year.
That's what I'm telling you, dog.
BC, we might have to go to a game, cuz.
Yeah, I'm telling you, niggas out right now. They really did not bad prices right now.
We might have to go to a game, bro. For real.
I'm definitely down to go to a game, man. BC got, and this is what BC, they get their 4-year players that kind of stay all together.
Yeah.
Like the 3rd and 4th years, they kind of show some good play. So I'm looking for that this year with a new coach in, coach that knows systems, knows styles. Hopefully he can turn. They also got like, he's small, so he probably won't be playing on Sundays. But their quarterback is he's a little bargain Kyler Murray. He's like 5'10". He can really boogie. He can move, but he can throw too. He does everything that Kyler can do, but just not as fast as Kyler does. BC, you need to stadium rocking this season, man. Anybody that's near the Brighton, Austin, Brighton area, Chestnut Hill area, Newton area, if you can get to BC, we're going to be turning up on Saturdays.
Yeah, we acting a fool on Saturdays. We got to go at least one game.
I'm going to try to get an Eagle mask. I'm trying to go to BC one day. We're going to go over
just
that.
Just a big-ass Eagle head? Yeah, we need to get those for sure. That'll be lit.
Tune in, man. This is going to be a hell of a season, man, of the Playcall Sheet, man. And we're going to be on it. Fantasy football coming too. We got that. We're gonna have some insight next week. We'll start your little fantasy football 2 book, as we call it. We got a bunch of things that we here gonna bring to you guys and girls here on STWF TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always.
You heard the man.
Facebook, all streaming platforms. Come through, ride with the gang, man. You know what I'm saying? Show us love, we show you love back. Anybody that got a YouTube following that they got, social media following, let us know what you got so we can follow you guys. So we can stay on tap with you guys as well as you guys stay on tap with us like you always do, man. So
y'all heard the man.
No, definitely. Tell me, man. Hey, you got a shout out tonight?
Oh, we wrapping it up. Wrap it up, B. Hey, look, we came in.
We got bonus talk.
We did.
We got bonus talk.
And we got an hour out of it.
Hold on. I got one more topic.
Uh-oh.
Fuck the Patriots. Let's say let me end the season now. I gotta make sure.
Yeah. You gotta get those out. I don't blame you.
I think it's the first time I can really say like I can talk all the shit I want about.
Because we suck. We can't do nothing about it.
I gotta be careful what I wish for because my team might end up in that same like.
Also, if you fuck around and Drake may light up, like, oh boy. Yeah. I don't think you got to worry about that. You got to worry more about the Cowboys decaying with what they have built so far. But I want to say that I believe this year in the Cowboys, but
say he will. Maybe make me believe
it. I can't help you.
Listen here, my Cowboy faithful, coaches on the same side as me, kind of like, damn, it's cloudy here, Jake gonna become a Cowboys fan this year. That's what we're gonna do. First thing here, we're gonna make Jake a Cowboys fan. We're gonna roll out.
Oh, you never have a chance of that. That boy, you know how Jake, his whole love is on his sleeve, man. That man bleeds Patriots for no reason. I love it.
Jake's record in college football 2025 this year is disappointing 21-71. He told me yesterday. He's been losing games after game after game. He moved up from I think varsity to varsity.
He started a career with Kent State so that he could he just wanted to break all of Julian Edelman's passing records. I'm like, yo, you can do that in like 4 weeks. He was paying. It's Kent State, bro. It's not in school that you're gonna go to. But yeah, man. Everybody's enjoying the NCAA game.
In the game, does it let you know who has the record?
I think they have team records in the game. I haven't checked that. You're right though. I know 2K would cover that, but I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know.
If they do, that's crazy. But if Jace just knows the number on top and is just trying to break in the video game, that is
he knows
nasty
because he's insane about Julian Edelman. So he's obsessed with Julian Edelman the way Edelman's obsessed with Tom Brady. It's the same. It's the same energy. It's hilarious.
Come to your house.
For real, can I come to you?
Come to your house, Tom.
What you doing, Tom? You want to go out? You want to get some lunch?
Tom Royal Oats, dog. Tom never got me in a situation where he fucked up. Julian got him off top.
No, bro. He will take the rap for anything for Tom. It's crazy. It could be a body. He'd be like, nah, it was me. Like, this shit's wild.
Man, this man got me a bunch of championships, dog. A bunch of money that I never thought I would ever touch, man. Listen here, man.
Bro, he made me the second highest productive receiver in playoff history.
For real.
That's only Rice is ahead of him. That's it. It's one name, and it's the greatest who's ever done it. That's crazy. But great show too. I appreciate you, man. Good little duo we do here. You know how we move, man.
Ping pong, a lot of aces. You know what I'm saying?
This was the Brighton podcast.
No double serves. No double serves here. We talked about Asian tennis, baseball, whatever the hell it's called. We talked about it before the show. We said that's how we're gonna go. We got to a good fifth set. I'm gonna give it to Will. Will edge me by 2. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
That's hilarious.
We'll be ready for game 2. Maybe Wednesday. I think Wednesday will probably be
absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to get it back. Another set. Tomorrow's the chop up. We've been mixing it up with what we're taste testing. I know for sure that Dale wants to do Blue Bell ice cream. I believe is what it is.
I gotta check to see if we have that anywhere.
We don't have the stores. I can save you the time on that one. We don't have, because they have a Blue Bell chain. We ain't got them. They're worse than Dairy Queen. They're not up here. But they do have them at stores. So you gotta try a few stores, see if you can get it. It's gonna be tough though. Yeah, I will say, on your ride home, when you're in the whiter part of towns, try those stores for you where you at.
I'm gonna try to. I was thinking probably like a Target or something. I don't know. Maybe. It's gonna be one. It's gonna be a wild spot that has it. It's not gonna be your typical stop. I'm gonna look it up tonight, man. See if I can find one somewhere. Man. Hopefully I can. Or if I'm just coming with a different ice cream.
That was the other option he said, or just bring in a different flavor of ice cream that people may not have had or that you like. Mine is so basic; it's cookies and cream. Everybody loves that, so I'm not really
cookies and cream bomb. I actually, growing up, I didn't really like cookies and cream.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I was just like a chocolate
chip. Oh, chocolate vanilla. Okay, yeah.
Or chocolate chip. You know what I'm saying? But then I got into the cookies and cream. I actually got into the cookies and cream eating Hershey's cookies and cream. That's how I got into that.
Oh, okay.
Which is fascinating. Which is crazy backwards.
That is a odd way to get to the cookies and cream ice cream is to go through the chocolate bar first. But I love the cookies and cream bar though. That's just bomb. So
I haven't had ice cream in like a month. It's killing me. Inside.
Yeah, this is turning into the chop up real fast. So we
turning to chop up real fast. We just gave you a snippet of what we're doing tomorrow, along with other news. Y'all know, old dirty bastard jumped out the election.
Oh yeah, bitty Biden, bye. Yeah. He's gone.
But we're gonna give you all that, Of course, we're gonna have news from around the world, man. News from up top, man. Some funnies, some skits, some laughs. Parker in the building. Give us some Henny tomorrow. It's gonna be popping.
Right. You heard the man.
Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight,
so
man.
Come through, bring your ice cream flavors, whatever you got. Come through to the chop up tomorrow. We shout out to. Let me hit the chat up right quick. Shout out to Bobby, Daryl. Ant, of course, was in here. Chris, Coach was in here early. Bobby, damn it, Bobby. And I think that covers it.
Shout out to all the peekers. Shout out to everybody that took a peek. Maybe
so it's funny. It's funny. He got caught up and y'all was talking shit. All of y'all are voyeurs right now. Y'all watching our show. Voyeurs right now.
Man. Y'all some LSU motherfuckers.
Y'all some weirdo LSU people just voyeuring. But yeah, shout out to you, too, man.
Shout out to you.
Bro.
No,
I appreciate you.
Shout out to you, man. Hey,
grinding.
Listen here. We let the shows, man. Sometimes when the crew's like, we're not here tonight, we go one-on-one. It's like, damn, okay, y'all gonna do this to us? Cool. We love this shit.
Yeah,
okay. Hey, we sorry, but we ain't sorry. You know what I'm saying?
They think we be sad. They think we be mad or hurt when it's just two men. Like, yeah, we miss Coach, we miss Dale, but hey, we get to run the 2-man weave. We just fuck them up.
Man. Listen here, I finished the right hand layup, man, for the coaches.
All day.
Easy, man. Definitely. Shout out to happy belated birthday to my cousin Slide. Rest in peace to you, man. Hey, like I told Will earlier, man, it was wedding Ganza and my family this week. Shout out to my first cousin, my first cousin Shakira for getting married, man. You know, shout out to her and Lester on their fabulous marriage. Shout out to my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Been with this lady for a while.
Right.
Friday. You know, I was outside.
Not.
You know, if you got my social media platforms, you might see me on a few of the apps with some nice gear on. But other than that, you might not see me till next week when I post the pictures. But other than that, man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the old Pimp T, man, settling down. I appreciate it. He had like 3 different suits, man. He wore one in the morning, one afternoon, one at night.
Yeah, we should have. Yeah, you
Hold
can't
on.
bring him nowhere.
When we get backstage, I'm gonna tell you a hilarious story. And it's funny.
Oh, it got crazy. That's funny.
If you rocking the 3 offers the way you rocked them, you could do that all the time. Where you got, listen here, man.
He's a wild boy. Also, shout out to my man Lewis, bro. Heavy heart today, and rest in peace, little Mina, his pup his dog that he loves dearly. Went on to doggy heaven today. So
you know it's crazy, man.
Rest
in peace to the animals, man. It just shows how much we grow as human beings and grow into the different things of life and different things maybe you have not experienced in life. When animals died, it was not me but it's kind of just like, to me it was meaningless. But as I grew up and seen that a lot of people really cherish animals,
their family, bro.
Their family, man. So you know from there on in, condolences to any and everybody, human beings, animals, man, especially animals that some people have animals and don't have anything else. And
right, it's tough, right?
Hurts the worst, what I'm saying? Where that's guy who people already think that can see, feel everything that you comprehend to the dog,
right?
Dog and all that. So yeah, man.
My pit bull, we got a pit bull when I was 13, 14, and she didn't pass away until I was like 26, 27. That was like my sister, bro. I would never disparage a person who actually has a real sister. Like, I have real sisters that I love dearly. But like for that time period, man, that was my sister. We ate together, we chilled together, we walked together. I went and played ball, brought her with me. Like that's family. So that when it get like that, it's rough, man. So my heart's are heavy, man. All love. Shout out to you, everybody who joined us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, like we said, and we got a quarterback to talk about, right?
You got a quarterback to talk about. And this man right here, pink nails, purple nails, he's still going shine, baby. Glee!
Find this podcast and others on STWF TV, the Podcasting Network, wherever you get podcasts.